12 most hidden mysteries of the underwater world. Our planet is filled with strange mysteries, anomalies, and generally unexplainable phenomena. From the northern lights to the sailing stones, there is so much that science simply can't explain. However, deep within our oceans, there exist more secrets than you could have possibly imagined. Number 12. Sometime around the year 2003, scientists were researching the Sea of Galilee. This sea holds major significance not only in modern history, but in biblical Christian history as well. Previously known as the Sea of Kinneret, this body of water has existed for thousands of years, and the secrets it may hold are baffling. During the scientific research project, investigators noticed a large structure in the bottom of the sea, which appears to have been made up of basalt rocks stacked in a conical formation. The area was measured to be twice the size of Stonehenge, meaning that this structure is estimated to be around 50 feet in diameter. These findings were only made public a few years ago, and it was determined that the site appears to share similar features to those of burial sites that can be found elsewhere in the world. However, scientists are uncertain of what exactly it may be. Some have theorized that it could be some sort of ramp or even a ceremonial structure. Researchers say that they have never seen anything exactly like this before, and they can't even begin to speculate how old it may be. They also have no idea how it could have been constructed or even used. Number 11. Google Earth is arguably one of the most important developments in technology in recent years. The program has allowed people from all over the world to virtually travel to any location they desire and see the world from the comfort of their own home. This program also paved the way for highly important apps such as Google Maps, which is one of the most popular GPS navigation services in the world. However, Google Earth has exposed several of the mysteries of our planet without even intending to do so. There are a series of circular anomalies that can be seen in watery areas off the coast of Florida, Belize, North Carolina, and several other areas all across the world. Images of these areas appear to depict strange blue circles that are surrounded by no other structures. In a way, they almost appear to be possible burial mounds, but this is just a theory that has been proposed by several online investigators. There is also the possibility that they could be underwater stone structures that may have served some purpose in ancient history. Some have speculated that whatever these structures may be, they could date back as far as 8000 BC. Number 10. A group of highly trained divers took part in an underwater expedition just off the eastern Canada coastline. While under the water, they found what appears to be images of Canada's ancient history, which were photographed from their submarine vessel. They noticed several stone structures that appear to have been located around 40 feet below the water surface. These structures are made up of a rock that weighs several thousand pounds, with one larger rock resting atop numerous smaller ones. These rocks are then resting on yet another rock structure that appear to have been some sort of large slab. The structure was determined to have most likely been man-made, but no one knows exactly what this would have been used for. It's possible that it could have been some form of oven or heating device, but why would an ancient civilization have built such an enormously heavy object simply for heat, when they could have built a fire or used one of the dozens of other heating device methods that were available at the time? The structure hasn't been researched since its discovery, but it's yet another landmark in Canada's largely unknown ancient history. Number 9. This entry is one that has baffled researchers for years and is yet to be fully explained or photographed. Known as the Baltic Sea anomaly, this strange object has been rumored to be anything from a Nazi submarine to a crashed UFO. However, there's also the possibility that it is a large rock or meteor that crashed into the Earth centuries ago. The object appears to be disc-shaped and almost resembles a flying craft from the Star Wars series. It's located deep beneath the water's surface and appears to have made an impact with Earth and slid a few hundred feet over the years. A group of Swedish researchers investigated the object sometime around 2012 and concluded that it was in fact just a rock. but the scientific community has yet to officially accept this answer as being truthful. This is because the rock did not have a layer of silt on it, which should have been the case if it has been at the bottom of the Baltic Sea for thousands of years. Additionally, the object is estimated to be about 196 feet wide and is covered in many different lines and boxes that seem to serve some kind of purpose. It's also being slightly lifted off the ground by a 26-foot pillar. To this day, we have no idea what this large structure may be. It may be simply a rock, but judging by the photographs, the UFO theory is highly convincing. Number 8. Lake Baikal is a somewhat large lake that is located near the southern borders of Siberia. It's known as being the oldest, yet deepest freshwater lake in the world. It's estimated that the sediment at the bottom of the water is an incredible 4 miles deep, and that there are countless undiscovered fish species located in this sediment that are unlikely to exist in any other part of the world. The area is known to remain cold and icy for several months out of the year, typically only thawing out sometime around June. However, astronauts aboard the International Space Station made a rather strange discovery a few years back, as they noticed a perfectly circular patch of ice that was almost completely melted. The circular area was located near the southern end of the lake and was noticed around April of 2009. They also noticed a second circular cutout just a few miles away near a submarine ridge. They were never able to determine what exactly caused these cutouts, and the circular pattern makes it seem as though they were caused by an intelligent being of some sort. It's possible that pockets of warmer water could have caused heat to rise to the surface and melt the ice, but the fact that the two patches are almost perfect circles makes this theory a bit hard to believe. Number 7. Stonehenge is an ancient site that is located in the UK, and it's widely regarded as one of the most famous and influential history stone monuments to have ever existed in Earth's history. However, this area isn't necessarily unique. Several stone arrangements that are almost identical to Stonehenge have been found all over the world. Back in 2007, a similar arrangement was located beneath the waters of Lake Michigan. Using a complicated sonar system, a team of underwater archaeologists located a series of large stones that appeared to have been aligned in a circle. In this circle, they found stones that appeared to feature a stone carving of a mastodon, a creature that is believed to have been extinct for over 10,000 years. The site is yet to be validated, but if this area turns out to be valid, it would potentially alter all of history as we know it. This landmark is extremely out of place for its predicted date and timeline, and several other similar circles and carvings have now been found in neighboring areas. Number 6. Several underwater structures have been found in Cuba, located just off of the Cuban coast, which appears to be remnants of some sort of underwater city. The images of this area were first seen in 2001 and were found by a company that was doing simple survey work in the area. The images they found on sonar seemed to indicate that several large structures were located beneath the surface of the water, and later documentary efforts seemed to indicate that this is, by all means, some sort of city that has now been covered in water. Scientists have stated that the area would have taken around 50,000 years to flood, unless some sort of major natural disaster took place that dramatically altered the water levels in the area. Others have suggested that this could be fundamental proof of the sunken city of Atlantis. Regardless of what you may believe, this site is extremely interesting, and future excavations will hopefully definitively tell us what the site truly is. Number 5. Back in 1987, a group of researchers found a large monument, now known as Yonaguni, off the coast of Japan. This monument has been largely debated by scientists and other researchers throughout the years, as no one can seem to determine if the object was man-made or simply the result of thousands of years of erosion. Some believe that this monument was created by humans before the last ice age, which is estimated to have taken place sometime around 10,000 BC. Though, others believe that the carvings and drawings located on the monument are nothing more than natural scratches that have taken place over time. We may simply never know. Number 4. Underwater expeditions took place in both 2006 and 2007 that revealed structures located beneath the surface of the water near Bimini. Several rectangular and square structures were discovered that appeared to be in parallel lines. Researchers claim that these structures seem very similar to ones that have been found off the coast of Cuba, but they have yet to completely identify their origins or purpose. The structures were investigated once again several years later, and there appear to be 50 stone piles about 45 feet in size. They are estimated to have been placed there around 10,000 BC. Number 3. An ancient city was allegedly discovered in May of 2001 near the Gulf of Kambat. The site was discovered using sonar during a pollution study, with researchers discovering complicated home designs, drainage systems, and even a citadel and bathhouse. They retrieved several artifacts from the site, which date back to around 7000 BC. They found hand tools, fossilized bones, pottery, and even a tooth. They have yet to give a name to the tribe or settlement that lived there, but many of the tools have proven useful to historians for dating similar tribes who have been found in nearby areas. It is yet to be determined exactly what caused the settlement to flood and now remain underwater. Number 2. The city of Pavlopetre is one of the most well-known underwater mysteries. The area appears to have been inhabited by an extremely advanced ancient civilization, but something happened to the settlers and their homes, and city were lost to the sea. Some believe that this settlement could be the oldest in known history, but this has yet to be confirmed. The area is located near the south of Greece and is estimated to be around 5,000 years old. Number 1. Over the years, divers have managed to discover complex forests, rivers, and trees that are located underneath the water. This may seem to be crazy talk at first, but it's completely true. A massive underwater river was found to have been flowing under the Black Sea, complete with living trees with leaves and waterfalls. It is estimated that this is the world's 6th largest undersea river. It's believed to be about 350 times larger than the River Thames and about 10 times larger than the Rhine River in Europe.